Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, welcome to the podcast, welcome to the whatever you want to call it, babes, whatever you feel satisfied, whatever my journey. This is my journey, and I just want to talk about my journey because I feel like this is another rant. If you want to go check it out, just go to my first video that I posted and that explains everything. Anyways, but I really wanted to come on here and share my story because I have an amazing story and I have a life where I can't just describe it in one word. Like, I had so many different phases, so many different opportunities, so many different trauma, every good, bad, all of it. I had all of it, and I think they are unique in what really made me who I am today. We love to see it. Hey, content girlies, thank you so much for listening to this in the first place, that you chose me to listen to. I want to say that I'm trying to get this on Spotify because I think that would be really fun to have my story out. And everyone that I've heard of and all the people I've admired and looked up to for years, and even a few months ago, they all had success stories on telling their story because their story is real as hell, and my story is real as hell. And if anyone who can relate to it, then that will even be more than I could, ever want. So if this helps you, which I hope it does, I'm not telling you how to wait, what are we doing today? Curing my depression. And it looks like this. But y'all, I'm going to say how I clear my depression. I'm not telling you just how you clear your depression. Everyone could have their own ways of how they deal with stuff and how they think of stuff, and I'm just putting mine out there. So if you comment anything, please don't comment anything. It's not necessary. I'm not saying this is how you fix depression. And yeah, so everyone has different stories. This is my story. I'm telling my story and how depression affected me and how I got out of it. Okay, y'all, my phone died, so we're going to go on my iPad and just look at my notes. I have been thinking about doing this. I started last week, and I just really, anyways, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but the star of the book today is this book. I did use this book after I was already cured from depression, but this can help you a lot. This is like therapy, babes. Like, you can't find a therapist right now, this is the one to go. And it's by Joseph Nagayan. I'll put on the screen, or I'll put a link down below. I got it for Christmas. I think my sister got it off Amazon, I'm not sure. Also, I got this little cream and Oreo or whatever frappe. I should just got the caramel because it's kind of gross. It tastes like ice. Okay, y'all did not come here for all this. Okay, y'all want to know how the hell did I cure my depression? I'll tell you a little story. So this is not in any order, but I'm just going to list some things that I realized that helped cure my depression without knowing it cured my depression. So don't think I'm like, oh, let me plan this and it just happened. I was going through the motion, and this is what happened. Okay, I worded this very weird, so I'm gonna just say it. But the first one I wrote down is, when you want to change, you have to change from the inside. You can't think that, as soon as, I think I said this in the last video, but if I'm a millionaire, I will be happy. That's the only way I could be happy. I can't be happy the way I am now. You're like tricking yourself, right? Like, thought for years that, as soon as I get some money, as soon as I make it big on social media and get some money, then we're gonna be period good, rich people, girl, that's just too much. Like, you are doing too much. Like, it's not that deep. You do not have to have material things, because when we all die, we're going to die and not bring shit with us. We're spirits. We're going to go off to wherever our souls are supposed to be at the end of this lifetime. You're not going to be able to take your iPhone 16 or your BMW or your mansion, babes. You're not going to be able to take all that. So I don't know why you're so obsessed with it. But I digress. Like, I used to have dire needs. Like, I was like, oh my God, I need this. Like, I was just really dramatic. Didn't need to be said. Didn't need to be nothing. Okay. First of all, I do want to say I'm so sorry for the way I looked. My skin is acting up, so I didn't put no makeup on, and excuse me, this sweatshirt is very comfortable. I will be presentable next time, okay? Not focusing on the negative, because the negative could be something very small in your life and start to making a big problem. So I would see stuff in my life like, oh, I don't have a car at 24. Oh, I financially struggling at 24. Oh, I, this and that. And it's like, girl, first of all, yeah, that sucks that you don't have a car at 24. It really does suck. But your whole life is not revolved around having a car at 24. Like, you are much more than a car. Like, you have talents and everything that you need right in front of you. So like, you're focusing so much on the negative that you don't realize you have a roof over your head. I eat a hot meal damn near almost every single night, which is a privilege. Okay, I have a PC, I have an iPad I can watch Netflix on, I have hygiene stuff, like I have my body care and my hair care, and I can be able to take care of myself in my own home. And that is the biggest thing for me personally. Like, I realized, I was like, dang, I could take care of myself in my own home. Like, I can keep up with myself, because I really, really, really love hygiene. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm always looking up products and different products and like price and stuff. Like, I'm just so obsessed, and I can literally research all day on like hygiene care. If that was a job, baby, overtime, I'll be doing overtime. Okay, that's the only job I do overtime for. But yeah, I just start seeing like the negatives and only thinking about the negatives, and it's like, girl, you got a bed, you can sleep. I love my bed. Shoot, one thing about it, babe. One thing about it. And of course, the most important thing, I can create content. Like, I have an iPad and a phone and a computer. I can make content how everybody, like all these influencers can. Not a lot of people can. Appreciate of what you went through and how you're going to be in a positive way. Everything that I went through, when I was depressed, I used to think about the past, but like only like, oh, think my parents didn't do enough for me. We didn't have money. I used to have holes in my shoes. All this stuff, just bringing this stuff up, and it's like, girl, but that's just because you see it or other people see it as like poor. I see it as like a journey. Like, that's shit. I went through that shit. I did. And you can obviously say, I went through that. Yeah, I did. And then that's all that needs to be said. You don't need to say anything else. You don't need to convince yourself. You don't need to convince anybody else. Just like, dang, I really went through that. And then, because you are the one that knows that you went through it, you handled it, you good. Like, what you went through, you came out on the other side, and you're still walking and talking and living to this day. Like, for real, you need to be proud of yourself for getting through that stuff. And think of it like, wow, even though I went through something traumatic, I know that my heart could never do that, and I don't want that. I want my soul to leave this earth and be the brightest ones. That's how it is, period. Like, that's how I see it, and that's how I think about it. Humbling. When I knew I was 100% good money-wise or any areas of my life, I still humble myself and still careful and take for advantage, because it can run out. This struggle's hard to read that. Brother. Y'all, okay, so when I first started budgeting, I budget good. I was like, I think this is my third time. I think it's my third time, but my second time I was like, yeah, I got it in the bag. Like, I just saved $200. Y'all, humble yourself real quick, because that shit could be snatched away from you real motherfucking quick. And if I didn't humble myself, today would have been the day I broke, because y'all, I am struggling right now. My family, we're not in the best conditions right now. Like, it's kind of scary, but I would have broke if I was like, oh, I was doing so good. Because as soon as I start cheering myself on, I beat myself down. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that. The quicker you can build yourself up, the quicker you can build yourself down. So humble that real quick. Because if you don't humble yourself, you're going to get to a point where you break. And if you break, baby, we don't even know if you're coming back. Like, I had to take that like big lesson, and I'm so glad that I humbled myself, like I said, because today would have been my day. Like, humbling myself also helped me in the future, I mean in the long run, because I was able to save that 200. I was able to say that 200. I was consistent, and was like, okay, I got money. That's just in my savings. It's not a big deal. Like, we're gonna get. I mean, it's a huge deal that I was able to save that much. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like 200. Like, okay, 200. Don't make a too big load. I got it because it was stripped away from me. So, I was able to save money, and then it really caught up to me, and I'm like, oh my god, thank god I saved 200, because if I didn't save $200, y'all, I don't know what I would have been. I would have in a negative on my bank account, and they charge $40 every time you're in a negative for a day. Like, every day they charge you until you put some money in there. Like, you have to put like $1 or something. Just don't be in a negative. And that would have been even more money. So yeah, like I'm right now, I feel amazing. I still feel blessed. I still feel grateful, and I'm still happy at the end of the day. And I feel like that also could go with accepting what you went through, and you're going to be in a positive way. Those are kind of connected. A lot of these are connected because I had a different story through all of these. I am telling you guys like, I say gratitude a lot, I said being alone a lot, but I put it in my own journey because I had it different ways, So this is just not me repeating myself, hopefully, but just hopefully this can explain more on things I've touched on so you don't get confused. Being alone. Cure my depression, I had to be alone. And I said this in the last video. Being alone as in like I kind of had to distance myself from my friends and my family and stop talking to the guys I was talking to. I just had to stop it. I had to stop. Everyone had no contact, actually my family, like my sister and my mom, obviously had contact with me. My friends, they had contact with me too, but I did distance myself, and I was like, okay, I got to do this alone because I need to not be affected by other people's words and opinions, because how everyone receives stuff is not the same way. Like, if you compliment someone, or if you say, oh yeah, you're a really amazing person, good at stuff like that, other person can be like, okay, one ear out the other, like, don't even really don't care what you have to say because I'm going through some shit. Other people would be like, oh my god, that person really like cared and had faith in me, and it motivates me to do better. So everyone picks up information very different, and I feel like if you just sat with yourself and just start thinking about stuff, girl, you can make it. Like, you can find some stuff out and you can fix that. And if you don't have a therapist right now, I do like encourage you to get one. In the meantime, focus on your mental health. Just because you don't have a therapist don't mean you can't focus on your mental health. Like, that don't even make sense, because mental health can come in different forms. Gratitude. This is kind of like the first one, when I already had things and so it's changed on the inside, not the outside, whatever. But gratitude in who I am as a person. Like, I am very creative. Like, my entire life, my family say this. Everyone who's ever met me would say this. I'm very creative. I've been kind of doing something like YouTube since I was freaking 8. Like, before they even start posting on YouTube. YouTube was out in 2005, but I didn't really get into YouTube until like 2014, 2013 or something like that. But before that, I used to make music videos, and that I loved it so much. I used to make animation movies, series. I used to do all that little stuff. And I had a little phone, like an Android phone, and then the other one was like a 3DS. I would draw on it and make my animation series. And so I am very proud of my journey of like how creative I am, because I am a very creative person, and I love being a Leo, and I I just like everything I like. Like, I like that. I like the things I like. I like books, puzzles, editing, being alone, hang out with friends. You know, I drink a little bit. Well, recently I've been drinking a little bit, but I don't drink at all like that. I love the outdoors. I love nature. I love happiness and peaceful and love. Like, I just love it all. As you could tell, I love it all. It's very, very important to me. And I love my heart. I love her so much because, like, she that girl or whatever. Stop, bro. Girl, hopefully this video not going by too fast because I'm really trying to make these like longer than 10 minutes because I feel like a good 10-minute video is not too short, not too small, but I will edit out everything that doesn't need to be in here. I'm not gonna just make a 10-minute video because I want to, but yeah. Okay, so letting go, detachment. Y'all, this is also another thing that cured my depression. So I don't know if this is going to be a 1 or 2, but I'll talk more into it. But frequencies, I use frequencies like HZ frequencies on Spotify. Just search that up and just put your headphones in and just zone out, babes. Zone out. I listened to podcasts and I was learning about detachment. And detachment, I'm not a master at yet, but I will. Just go into Spotify has like a whole bunch of, you don't even need to have like a membership, just go on there, boom, you got your free resource. Like, we have resource and we need to use them. So when I think it was like before the New Year's, this was when I like realized I was in my self-love journey. Well, no, because I started it before I realized I started it. It was in October, but then it really hit in December when I was signing up for school, and something changed in me. Like, y'all, I was a new person. We wasn't in this apartment. Oh, wait, was we? No, we were in this apartment. Anyways, before the clock struck 12, y'all, I cleaned my entire, I don't know where it came from. I deep cleaned my entire room. Y'all, I used to be a person that would not want to let stuff like go. So like, I would have makeup and it's like 2 years, not even 2 years, like 7 years old. And I'm like, oh, but what if I need it? I'm like, that's what I said. I'm like, what if I need it? And I just have a whole bunch of junks and clutter, y'all. And I threw a lot of that away because before, like in September, like when I was depressed, I held on to a lot of stuff because I thought it meant something. Yes. No, it's fine.
Why do I look lost? Not gonna lie, they got my sister messed up. These people messing. HR is useless.
Okay, y'all, I forgot where I was, but letting go, just detached. Yeah. Static, get out. You are stuck, Bookie. The reason why you feel depressed is because you're stuck. You're static. You're not moving. You are in one place, babes. You need to move that ass around, okay? I was stuck in thinking negative stuff, and I was stuck because I wasn't doing stuff. I was just coming home, laying down, get on TikTok, go to work, do it all over again. It was draining. I felt like I didn't have any control of my life, and bro, it was bad. It was really bad. That's all I gotta say. Okay, next one. Obviously, putting yourself first. Putting yourself first is going to cure your depression. If you keep worrying about a boyfriend or a friend that's not treating you right, you keep treating them right, obviously you're not gonna feel good. Obviously, if you're chasing someone who is miserable and who doesn't want to give you attention because they don't have a good relationship with themselves, obviously, babes, you're going to feel negative. You're going to feel all the bad stuff that comes with it. Putting yourself first means like distancing yourself from things that you know you need to be distancing yourself. I still didn't even say it. But anyways, putting yourself first literally helps you in so many ways, and you grow so big. Like when you start doing that, you're going to continue to learn how to do that even if you don't know how to do it now. Like, I was always like, ever since I was younger, I always like felt empathy for everybody around me who was going through something so horrible. Even if I didn't experience it, it didn't matter. I just knew it was horrible, and I didn't want the people that I love to hurt, and I will always be sad with them and always answer the phone right when they call, or money when they need money, or give up my time as soon as they know they can take advantage of it. And it was just like, you know how I say it like this, so you know how you have a welcoming mat, right? Someone comes up to your door and they have the dirtiest shoes ever. You're the mat, by the way. They're stepping on you and there's dirt that's just getting all over you because their shoes are dirty. Then next day someone else comes with dirtier shoes and steps on you. You're gonna get dirtier and dirtier and dirtier if you let people keep walking on you. See, you're like a mat, like a doormat. So don't be a doormat. Put yourself first. If you want to go to sleep instead of going out with your friends, go the fuck to sleep. Who cares? Go to sleep. Your friends will understand. And if they don't, then they're not meant to understand. You want to go to sleep. That has nothing to do with them. Just how they want to go out and you want to stay in, that has nothing to do with you. The last one is give yourself permission to be happy. I struggle with this so much because I thought that I was in a bad place. Like, I'm poor. And so I would be like, okay, well, I'm not meant to be happy. Like, I'm not supposed to be happy because my condition here. And if I accept that I'm happy, then my life is going to continue stuck like this if I don't be sad enough. Girl, first of all, that's victimizing. Stop doing that right now. No, for real, stop doing that because it's not cute, and get over yourself. Like, get over yourself. Sorry, not sorry. I said what I said. Shoot me about it. But you are able to be happy. You are able to be like, oh, that made me happy, or that made me feel better, or that is, it just, motherfucking do it, okay? Do it, brother, and you will be good to go. Yeah, okay, this is the end for this video. I hope you guys like this video. I will be doing more of these. Like I said, I'm going to post 2 times a week. I didn't post 2 times a week last week because I had things to do, and I need to film 2 days for 2 videos in 1 week, and 2 videos for gaming. It's a lot, okay? I have a lot on my plate, but I'm ready for it because this YouTube thing and this editing and this videos and podcasts, this I was set up for this. I was literally set up in a good way. Like, set up, risen up, or you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you're listening to this on podcast, girl, we made it. And yeah, please stay tuned for the next video that's coming up this week and many more to come, because I think I could say my next one. Well, should I give you guys can do a poll on which one you want to hear? That's habits or how to invest in myself made my life better. I don't know which one I want to do right now. I have my habits. I have 8 notes. I have like a whole bunch of notes, y'all. If y'all ever want to stay organized or feel overwhelmed, please write this shit down. Like, if you have an iPhone or a phone, but iPhone, you have a free notes app on your thing. Use that. Use it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.